Hi everybody, welcome back. This is LaurenSchenellTV. My name is Lauren Schenell. If you're new, welcome. And if you're old, welcome too, because it's been a while since I've been on camera. And like school was just so crazy. I didn't have any time to film, but now I'm out for the summer. I'm so excited because I have all these things I want to talk about, and I'm just so ready to get started and to be filming again. So welcome, and let's get into the video. So without wasting any time, we're gonna jump into our content. Today I want to talk about something very important that I think affects a lot of people in different ways. I want to talk about families and the relationships that you have with families, and I kind of want to start with this quote. I have two things that I want to use to guide the conversation. The first quote is, "Blood is thicker than water," and that's usually the one that people know more. That's the one that they refer to when discussing familial relationships. But the original quote actually is, "The blood of the covenant is thicker than the water of the womb." Whoa, totally different meaning, I know. And so what that means is that the covenants and the relationships that you have a choice in making and forging with people is actually thicker, and it's actually thicker than the ones that you are tied to in regards to your family through like genetics and stuff like that. And so oftentimes when people talk about familial relationships, they'll say blood is thicker than water, when they're trying to talk about well, you better choose your sister over that other person because blood is thicker than water, or you better look out for her because that's your cousin and blood is thicker than water, when they're referring to like a friend or someone that you have a relationship with outside of your family. And I would say that's what I thought up until maybe 2 years ago. That's how I felt too. But things happen, people change, and you go through seasons. And for me, the seasons that I've been going through have been showing me and teaching me a lot about who do I allow in my space, who do I allow to interact with me, to speak over my life and to speak into me and stuff like that. It's very, very important. And so with that, I just want to read Proverbs 4:23, maybe 4:23 to 27. The New International Version, and then we'll get deeper into my thoughts and stuff like that. So, Proverbs 4:23 through 27. "Above all else, guard your heart, for it is the wellspring of life. Put away perversity from your mouth. Keep corrupt talk far from your lips. Let your eyes look straight ahead. Fix your gaze directly before you. Make level paths for your feet, and take only ways that are firm. Do not swerve to the right or the left. Keep your foot from evil." And so what that means to me is, be careful with whom you let into your circle, and be careful with whom you let into your presence and who you fellowship with, because that can really direct the course of your life or influence the course of your life, either with the decisions that you make or how you feel about yourself. So it's really important to think about who you allow close to you, or even just in your space. And what I've seen as over these past couple of years is that oftentimes, or a narrative that I've heard since I was growing up or seen portrayed out, is that because you're related to someone, then you are supposed to subject yourself to anything that the relationship entails. And I think that's one thing that I guess you could say, I'm Generation Z, that we're kind of changing. This whole new perspective on life and just breaking generational curses for me is I'm ending toxicity. I'm trying to purge my life of any negative, toxic environments, relationships, people, so I can really be the happiest version of myself. And I guess you could say that what I've learned is that you can love someone from a distance, and if you do love someone from a distance, that doesn't mean you love them any less. What that means is you really love them even more, and you love yourself too. So let me, break it down. I found that a lot of people equate love to communication and communication to love. And I do not think love and communication are exclusive. I think that you can love someone and not communicate with them regularly or much at all. And then you can also love someone and you can talk to them a lot. So communication can vary, and you can love the person, love two people the same and talk to them differently. And what I've taken from that and from my experiences within, my family and my friends and stuff like that is I don't have to subject myself to toxic situations in the name of love. Boom. So because we may be related, or because we may be friends, or we, started out as friends, if the relationship has taken a turn for the worse, and us communicating and fellowshipping and being, together is causing more harm than healing, then I will bow out gracefully and I choose to not associate anymore. And I think that where a lot of people go wrong is they think that because someone might make that decision for themselves is they are trying to offend the other person. And that's not the case. You can be related, you can be family, and you cannot talk. It's very possible. I've seen it done. And I think it works great when that's what the situation calls for. And I think it's better to want to be healthy by yourself. Have two people, instead of them being together all the time in constant communication and bickering and fighting and it's just being toxic, separate them and allow them to be healthy on their own and no longer together. And that doesn't mean they don't love each other, but they love each other enough to know that they both function better and are happier when they are apart. So just keep that in mind. And I've also adopted this new thing that family, you choose your family. All of my family that I have, it exceeds blood relationships. I have some friends who are like sisters to me or brothers to me who I would, do anything for, and I chose them and they chose me. And so if I feel as if I chose you and I'm putting in the effort to love you in a healthy way, and you do the same for me, then you're my family. But if we're related genetically, that doesn't automatically mean that, we're tied, like that. I need to feel like you're making an effort to love me in a healthy way. If we're related and you can't love me in a healthy way, then please love me from a distance so that way I can be healthy on my own and so can you. So that's the gist of this video. It's just letting you know that it's okay to have people in your life, whether it be family or other relationships, that they work better when you are apart. And don't feel bad about it. I know that a lot of time people get a lot of slack for choosing to not be intimate, have intimate relationships with their family members. It's not a crime. It's not a bad thing. I think it's actually better if when you are intimate and close with them that things go awry and are unhealthy. So continue doing that. And lastly, life is very, very short. Last point. Life is very, very short. We don't know when we'll leave this world, and so while we're here, we might as well surround ourselves with people who genuinely love and care for us in a healthy way. So that way, every day spent has the potential to be one of the happiest days of your life. So that is all I'm leaving you with. I know this one was kind of heavy and not as light, as usual, but I think it was very important to talk about, and I hope it helps someone out there. So peace out, guys. Bye.